Dear friend, people have always believed that there are moments when God touches our lives, not with words, but with silent signs that are sharper than any words. People understand something deeply. God always speaks to us, but the mind has never really learned to listen. Perhaps you have gone through periods when life seems stretched between losses, upheavals, and I do not understand why things become so difficult. Paramahansa Yogananda spoke the truth. When life is no longer smooth, that is when God is correcting the direction of your soul. We are not taught to recognize divine signals. We are taught only to fear, to resist, to run away. But God does not warn us to frighten us. He warns us to save us from our own mistakes. In Autobiography of a Yogi, Yogananda emphasized that God communicates through vibrations, through intuitive whispers, through the upheavals you think are misfortunes but are actually divine reorientations. And I want to ask you a question before we get to the deepest part of this knowledge. What is it in your life that is trying to tell you, but you are deliberately not listening? Sign 1. Sudden disorder. God is taking you off the wrong path. If one day you wake up and feel like you don't know what you're doing, you no longer feel excited about what you used to be passionate about, you no longer know what your goals are, don't be afraid. Don't think that you're failing or falling. Sometimes it's the strongest warning from God. Yogananda once taught that the soul always knows the right path, but the mind doesn't. When the mind drags you in the wrong direction for too long, God will be forced to unplug the false motivations you're pursuing. And at that moment, you fall into a void of disorientation. It's like you're driving down a dark road, thinking you're on the right track, when suddenly the headlights go out. You're forced to stop. A seemingly disastrous interruption, but it saves you from an accident ahead. You're feeling, your mind is foggy. You're no longer happy. Your plans are falling apart. Your old goals are meaningless. You don't know where you're going. It's not a psychological problem. It's a spiritual shock. In Indian philosophy, when the frequency of your soul and the frequency of what you're doing are no longer compatible, an energy crash occurs. It's like two instruments that are out of tune. The more you try to play, the more chaotic the sound becomes. The only way God can make you stop is by taking away your sense of direction. For what? To turn you inward, to listen to your intuition, to help you ask the right question. Am I truly living in alignment with my soul? This is where you should start practicing. Exercise 1. Slow Cree breath, opening intuitive wisdom. Inhale for 6 seconds. Hold for 3 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat 12 times. Simply observe. As soon as the breath is aligned with the sacred rhythm, intuition begins to shine. Exercise 2. Ask the soul. Place your right hand on your heart. Ask gently, what path is wanting to enter me? Don't ask, what do I need to do? Ask, what is wanting to emerge? Disorientation is not the end. It is a new map that God is putting in your hands. Second sign. Everything around is noise. God wants you to enter silence. Dear friend, there are times in your life when suddenly everything around you becomes strangely chaotic. The noise of life, the noise of people, the noise of thoughts, all come at once as if you were entering an invisible storm. The more you want peace, the louder the world outside becomes. And you wonder, why is everything suddenly so unbearable? 1. Why does energy become noisy? In Indian philosophy, before a leap in consciousness, your energy field begins to expand. This expansion makes you perceive the disturbances around you as noise. This is a sign that you are transcending the frequency of your environment. Just like when you upgrade a musical instrument, there will be noise before the sound becomes pure. The noise is a transitional phase, not a problem. 2. Increased sensitivity is a sign of awakening. You are not becoming weak. You are becoming sensitive. The closer a soul gets to God, the more sensitive it becomes. For only when you become more subtle can you hear His silent voice. Yogananda once wrote, "God whispers to us in silence, but we only hear when the heart becomes still." So, when things outside are bothering you, don't react too quickly. Know that you are being called into stillness. 3. Feeling unbearable is the opening of the Ajna chakra. Many people fall into this state without realizing that they are experiencing a strong expansion of the Ajna chakra, the center of intuition and inner awareness. When the Ajna opens, you don't like noise. You are sensitive to low energy. You get tired easily with meaningless conversations. You need space, silence, and solitude. It's a sign from God. Get out of the world for a while, so I can talk to you. For noise is a test of spiritual boundaries. The more spiritually mature you are, the more you know what you need. And one of the first lessons is to practice energetic boundaries. God sometimes allows noise to appear, not to break you, but to help you find your own peaceful place. 5. Practice hearing God's voice. When life is too noisy, seek out intentional silence. Exercise 1. 3 minutes of turning off all noise. Turn off your phone. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe in 4 seconds. Hold 2 seconds. Exercise 6 seconds. Repeat 12 times. In just 3 minutes, you will hear another voice. A voice that is not your thoughts. Exercise 2. Womb meditation. Breathe in, breathe out with the sound AUN. The final M resonates in the brain, helping to open Ajna. When OM is chanted with silence, the mind immediately returns to its source. The third sign, lost something unexpectedly. God is pushing you away from a dangerous grab. Dear friend, there are losses that feel like someone is pulling your life away from you. A job you thought you would stay with forever, a relationship you believed in, a plan you poured your heart into, an opportunity you thought was destiny. And then, it all disappears in a flash, without warning. One thing taken away equals one danger removed. In Indian philosophy, loss is a form of divine protection. What is being taken away from you, no longer aligned with your soul mission, no longer aligned with your current frequency, or worse, is pulling you down without you even realizing it. When you don't leave, God is forced to pull you out. 2. Loss is not a disaster. It's a destiny adjustment. Yogananda once said, "When God protects you, He removes everything that blocks your soul's growth, even if you cling to it with tears." God doesn't care what you want. He cares how important you are to your soul's journey. If a relationship no longer helps you grow, He will take it away. If an environment causes your heart to wither, He will close it. 3. Loss equals you are being prepared for something much more powerful. Nothing sacred is ever taken away without a gift. When loss comes suddenly, it signals that you are entering a new soul timeline, a new level of consciousness where you cannot take the old things with you. Like the butterfly, it has to leave the cocoon, even though the cocoon used to be its safe home. 4. Karma, purification, and compulsory termination. Sometimes you lose something because its energy is no longer compatible. Sometimes you lose it because the karma between you and it is complete. Sometimes you lose it because the purification of a soul cycle has come to an end. But one thing is certain, nothing disappears from your life randomly. 5. Signs this is a divine loss and not a risk. You feel pain, but there is a feeling of lightness deep down. You know that you can never go back. You feel life is pushing you away, even though you are not ready. You intuitively know that this is for a reason. After a while, you find yourself growing many times over. That is a sign that God is working in you. 6. Practice transforming loss. Sparkles Exercise 1. Place your hand on your heart and ask, God, What door are you opening when you close this door? No one asks this question without getting an answer. Sparkles Exercise 2. Release Ceremony. Write down what you lost. Write down what it used to bring you. Write down what you think it has kept you from. Write the final sentence. I give this back to the universe. Then fold it and burn it. The ashes are the release. The fourth sign, the connector is constantly hurting your mind. God is cutting a karma thread. Dear friend, there will be relationships, whether friends, lovers, colleagues, family, that make you strangely tired. You don't know why, but just being in their presence makes your mind feel heavy. Your energy plummets as if you've fallen off a cliff. You feel whatever they say hits your weak spot. You're unusually vulnerable. You always have to put on a brave face to fit in. And especially, you're not yourself around them. If you experience this constantly, it's not a psychological problem. It's a spiritual alarm. 1. The mind is constantly hurt not because you are weak, but because you are more sensitive to the truth. As you begin to awaken, the light within you reveals. What is true love? What is manipulation? What is old karma? What is toxic energy connection? The greater the light, the more darkness is revealed. You are not weaker, you realize more. 2. Souls that are no longer on the same frequency will hurt you. Not because they are bad, but because your frequency is different. When two energy fields are no longer compatible, contact will cause emotional turmoil, mental fatigue, energy drain, or an unexplained restlessness. These reactions are alarms from the soul. 3. Recurrent hurt is a sign of a lesson learned. In Indian philosophy, when a karmic relationship ends, the energies between two people are no longer matched. It creates a mild or deep conflict, not to punish, but to force you to let go. 4. Practice healing energy bonds. Sparkles Exercise. Cutting the energy cord in meditation. Close your eyes. Imagine the person standing in front of you. There is a bright cord connecting your heart to theirs. Say slowly, "Thank you for the lessons. I return everything that is yours. I receive everything that is mine. We are free." You will feel your heart lighten. Signs 5th, highly increased but unexplained intuition. God is turning on your message channel. Dear friend, if you have recently felt a surge in your intuition, but you don't know why, that is the most important sign that God is whispering to you. Strong intuition often appears as a sudden hunch, as an inner whisper, as a feeling of knowing something without any reason. 1. Strong intuition is a sign that the Ajna and Sahasrara chakras are open. When these two centers are open, you are sensitive to energy. You see things clearly. You receive messages from the invisible world. Yogananda called this inner sight. 2. Why does intuition increase but the mind is confused? Because the mind belongs to reason. Intuition belongs to the soul. When your soul is entering a higher plane, the mind, which is on the old plane, has not caught up. This creates a feeling of confusion, self-doubt. Confusion when intuition is too strong. You are not wrong. You are just decoding a new language of God. Herb equals 3. Increased intuition is a sign that you are about to enter a new mission. Before entering an important stage in your soul mission, God always activates heightened sensitivity so that you can receive clearer guidance. He does not want you to walk in darkness. He wants you to walk in the inner light. 4. How to nurture and decode intuition. Sparkles Exercise. Keep a 7-day intuition journal. Every time you have a hunch, write down the time, what you felt, the signal in your body, what happened afterward. After 7 days, you will see a repeating pattern that is God's own language speaking to you. Exercise. Ask, receive, let go, wait. Ask a question in meditation. God, is this a warning? Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart. Wait for the signal. A slight sting, a warm feeling, a slight tug in your intuition equals the answer. Sign 6. You naturally want to be alone. When, amidst hundreds of relationships, you just want to withdraw, not because of sadness, not because of hurt, but because your soul calls you back home. That is when God is pulling you back to yourself. 1. Why does God push you into a state of needing solitude? Because your soul has been stimulated too much. You have heard too much, thought too much, felt too much, connected too much. Your mind is like a cup overflowing. God wants to pour out the things that do not belong to you, so that He can pour into you silence, light, messages, guidance. When you want to be alone, that is when your energy is being restructured. Your intuition is enhanced. Your soul is preparing for a new leap. I have gone through this stage many times. At first, I thought I was becoming too introverted. But then I realized God wants to talk to me, and He can't speak when I am surrounded by the noise of humanity. 2. When you want to be alone, don't fight it. Step in. That's when. Turn off your phone. Don't force yourself to be social. Don't feel guilty about turning down a meeting. Step out of the crowd when your soul calls, because in those days of solitude, you will see the true nature of your mind. Hear intuitions you've missed before. Solitude is a summons. Final message. A last whisper from the heart of God. Dear friend, if you are experiencing these signs, your mind is in chaos. Your life is suddenly noisy. Your relationships are crumbling. Your intuition is strong. And a part of you just wants to leave the world and return to yourself. Do not be afraid. Do not think you are going backwards. In fact, you are entering a phase where God is adjusting your energy. He is closing doors that no longer serve you. He is pulling you out of places where you do not belong. He is pushing you into solitude so that He can touch your soul. And He whispers, I am leading you toward the light. Trust me.